Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we have opened 10 boxes, there's only 10 boxes in a case, of the best set, this little set here, and I've got all of the special cards all laid out in front of me. That's all of the SRs, the secret rares, the alt arts, the full arts, and of course the foil dons. So we're going to take a quick look at this. If you saw the video yesterday, you saw that we opened a sealed box and we got the foil art for Ace and Perona. We got the alt art Branu, the alt art Ponbegi, full art Ice Age, and full art Makino, sorry. Secret Kuzan, Secret Yamato, and then all of the SRs, and we'll be going over exactly how many of each one we get in each one. So let's take a look at the second box. This is the Eneldon, and this is Reiju. There is an all art Tony Chopper, an all art Charlotte Cracker, and then the full art of Amaru and Charlotte Smoothie. Then we've got the Secret Kuzan, the Secret Luffy, and then all of the SRs, which we will go through at the end of the video. We got our first Gold Dawn. I should point out, we didn't see the God Pack. There was no 10 manga rares. There wasn't even a single manga rare Nami, nor was there the All Art Sanji. So we didn't get any of those. The Gold Dawns are the best we got. So we got the Gold Dawn for Perona. This is the foil art for the Vivi Dawn. All art Law, all art Bartolomeo, full art Beggy, full art Barrier, Secret Yamato, Secret Luffy, and then the SRs. Box number 4 gave us our second Gold Dawn. So we got 2 Gold Dawns. This one is Rebecca, and there is the foil for Katakuri. All art Boa Hancock, all art Gum Gum Red Rock, full art Raizo, full art One-Legged Soldier, Secret Katakuri, and Secret Rare Shanks, and then the SRs underneath. Box number 5 gave us the Rebecca Dawn, the Ivankov Dawn, all art Yamato, all art Eustace Kid, full art Boa Hancock, full art Billionfold, Secret Kuzan, Secret Luffy, and then the SRs. Box number 6 gave us the foil art for Gecko Moira. The foil art. This one I thought was Nami. Turns out this is actually Yamato. I thought this was Nami's weather staff, and I thought this was for the orange in the background. This is actually the sun in the background, and that is actually Yamato's staff. That's the club that Yamato uses. There's the all art Eustace Kid, the all art Sakazuki, full art Inurashi, and full art Gum Gum Giant Gavo, Secret Kaido, and Secret Charlotte Katakuri, followed by all the SRs underneath. This here is the foil art for the Zoro Dawn. That is Impel Down. I've forgotten his name. That's terrible. Well, it's the Impel Down Dawn. The one that's not Hannibal. Man, that's terrible that I've forgotten that name. There's Arlong, all art. 3000 Worlds, all art. There is Duval in full art and Khalifa. Secret Rare Shanks and Secret Rare Kaido. There is the Dawn for Big Old Crocodile and Eustace Kid. There's the alternate art for Borsellino. Really like that one. Marco Phoenix is the blocker. Full art Bello Betty, full art Sanji's Pilaf, Secret Yamato, and Secret Kaido, followed by the SRs. This one, I didn't know what this Dawn was initially, but this is apparently Odin. This is all the ingredients to make Odin as a soup or a stew, as it was. This one here is, of course, Rosinante. Then we have the all art of the Star Deck Kaido, which is pretty cool to see that. Then we've got the all art for Sparrow, full art of Queen, and the full art of Branu, Secret Rare Yamato, and Secret Rare Luffy. And our final box, we had the Dawn for Doflamingo, for Hody Jones. There's the all art Whitebeard, the all art Hound Blaze, the full art Nico Robin, and the full art Izo, followed by the Secret Rare Shanks and the Secret Rare Katakuri. So, What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to spread out all of the Dawn first of all, then we're going to take a look at the All Arts, then we're going to take a look at the Full Arts, and then lastly we're going to put all of the SRs in order. So let's just go ahead and do that right now. And here are all the Dawn. Magellan! That was his name. I didn't look it up, I just remembered. So you can see here there is 20 Dawn and there's 30 different Dawn in the set. And we have 2 of Rebecca and 2 of Perona. So we only have 18 of the 30 Dawn. There is quite a few we're missing, such as Luffy, Sakazuki. There's quite a few others that are Kaido that's missing as well. But these are the foil ones that I've got. Now, of course, you do get the Dawn in common as well, and there is plenty of those that you'll get. You get 1 Dawn in every single pack. You only get 1 foil Dawn per box. As you can see, well, I think you get 2 foil Dawns per box, actually. Yes, 2 foil Dawns per box, and you get 2 gold Dawn in this case. I don't know if that's going to be the same for every case that is opened, but that is what I pulled from my case. 2 gold rares and 18 of the regular foil Dawns. Next up, we're going to take a look at the alternate art cards. So let me just go ahead and pause this and we'll look at them. And there we are. Those are all of the alt arts. You can see that there's 7 in the top row, 7 in the middle row, and of course 6 at the bottom, which is 20 in total. You get 2 all arts per box. There's 10 boxes, and this is the selection that I managed to get from mine. You'll notice that the art don't seem to be in any kind of... I don't think there's any kind of order to what you get in a case. This Kaido is a starter deck card. This Law is an SR, as is this Useless Kid. Yamato's also an SR. 3000 Worlds was a rare. Hound Blaze was a rare. Capone Beggy was also a rare. This Chopper is also a starter deck card. Brand New, I believe, was a common or an uncommon. Or was he a rare? Maybe he was a rare, actually, now that I think about it. But, yeah, it seems to be an interesting array of what you get. I didn't get any All Art Secret Rares. I think you can get All Art Secret Rares, but none were pulled by me. This is all of the All Arts that I got from my case. So I don't know if that means anything. Maybe you just need to be... Maybe I wasn't lucky enough to pull a Secret Rare All Art. But I do like some of these All Arts. I really like the Capone Beggy. He's going to be very, very useful, of course. I think the Borsellino's pretty cool. We didn't pull the Kuzan. That'd be nice to go with the rest of the Admirals. Unfortunately, got Sakazuki, who isn't used anymore. Hound Blaze would have been amazing back when Sakazuki was legal, but unfortunately he's not, and I don't know if Hound Blaze actually gets used in anything anymore. The All Art Edward Newgate's very cool, as is the All Art Kaido. So, the Useless Kid is also a very, very nice card. And I also quite like the 9-cost Yamato. So, yeah, a lot of decent cards in here. There is a lot of cards in this set, so don't expect to get everything from a single case. It is just going to give you a variety of everything that's in the set without giving you everything. The next thing we will look at is going to be the full arts, which are different from the alt arts, and we're going to look at that in just a second. As you can see, there's no doublers between these. However, you absolutely do not get all of them in a case, so be aware of that. And here we are. These are all the full arts. So these retain the same artwork as the originals, but they are full and they have a significant more shine to them. Let me just show you Queen, for example, here. Queen is one of my favourites of these, because of course Queen initially was only available as a common. He came out as a Judge Rare, and then you get the Straw Hat rarity, but seeing this full art version of him is a very, very cool little image, I think, indeed. You do, of course, only get 20, and there is a lot more than 20. You see that there's no doublers here, once again. So, again, you're not going to get all of them from a case. So if you're looking for, example, a particular playset, like a playset of full art Queens, or if you're looking for a playset of all art Tony Choppers, I think it's going to be quite scarce to get hold of them, because in a case you aren't guaranteed to get one. So getting a hold of your playset for your favourite deck or whatever special deck that you're going to intend to take to a big tournament or such, going to be a little bit tricky, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Some of them are really, really nice. I really like the foil on Ice Age here. You can see that it's not just a plain shine. You can actually see the wall of ice is actually a different texture to the shine of the water in the background. So that is very, very cool to see. There's a lot of the cool artworks here. Let me just show off Sanji's Pilaf, which of course is another popular card. Very, very good in a lot of blue decks, but most specifically in Nami. So there is... One of the things is the spells or the events, they don't look quite as nice as what the full art characters do, because it still has the gold rim around the outside. Like, Duval looks really cool because the card looks like it's so much bigger because the background is entirely all matched to his colour, whereas the event cards all still have the border that you get from a regular card. Next up, we're going to take a look at all of the different secret rares. Now, there isn't that many secret rares in the set. I think there's 10, but you still get 2 secret rares per box. We're going to have 20 of them, and we're going to see just how many we have of each secret rare. And here we are, this is all the secret rares we got in the set. I thought there was actually more of these, but no, it seems that there is only the 6. For red, there's Shanks. For purple, there's Luffy. For green, there's Yamato. For blue, there's Kaido. For black, there's Kuzan. And for yellow, there's Katakuri. Of course, all reprints of the secret rares that you got in the original sets. Now, I didn't pull any alternate arts of any of the secret rares, but you can pull the alternate arts of the secret rares, so I don't know if that replaces any of your regular secret rares. But as you can see, we got 3 of each of them, except for Luffy and Yamato, which we got a playset of. We got 4 of them instead of 3. Now, it really depends on what it is you're looking for. Katakuri is quite sought after. It's usable in a couple of different decks. Shanks, not so much. Kuzan, kind of outdated. Kaido sees occasional play, but not much. The Gear 5 Luffy, the 10 cost Gear 5 Luffy, is going to be, I think, fairly useful, especially when the brand new purple-black Gear 5 Luffy leader comes out. And the green Yamato is, of course, all the way back from set 1. That's fairly sought after. It's 5 cost, 1k counter, and it has double attack and banish. It only has 5,000 power, but it's absolutely devastating if it manages to land a hit. And before we go into the SRs, I'm going to show you, these are the brand new leader Sanji, and I pulled 12 of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the only new card in the entire set. He is 5,000 power, 5 life leader, pure red, active main once per turn, up to one of your characters without an on-play effect, and a cost of 8 or less, gains rush for this turn. So it's a very cool little interesting rush deck. You're going to be able to get hold of these fairly easily. The all art Sanji, going to be a little bit harder because apparently it's 1 every 3 cases. Apparently the manga rare Nami is 1 every 3 cases. And as for the God Pack, whether that even exists in English, I don't know. There is also a treasure rare that is exclusive to English, and apparently that is also 1 every 3 cases. However, there's 3 things that are 1 every 3 cases. We opened an entire case, we didn't get any of those 3 things, so do take that with a pinch of salt as to where these numbers and ratios are coming from. Next up, we're going to take a look at the SRs, of which we have a lot of them. So we're going to spread this all out and see exactly just how many of each SR we actually get. I've decided that we're going to do this by order of colour because there's quite a few to go through here. So here you can see we got 8 of the SR 4 cost Kuzan, we got 8 of the 6 cost Sakazuki, 8 of the 4 cost Borsalino, and yet only 6 of the Gecko Moira, and I would argue that Gecko Moira is the most sought after one, so I wonder if they are maybe deliberately shortchanging the ones that are sought after to try and promote more sales so that you don't get you know, 2 full playsets. I don't know, could just be that I got unlucky, but seems a little bit odd, a little bit of interesting speculation to take a look at. Of course, this is not including the all arts because we did get an all art of Sakazuki and an all art of Borsellino. I don't think we got an all art of Gecko Moira. I would need to check. But interesting, so we technically got 9 of Sakazuki and 9 of Borsellino, but in terms of just the base rarities of the SRs, this is what we got in terms of the black SRs, and we're going to move on to the next colour. And here we are with the yellow ones. So you can see that we pulled 8 of Charlotte Cracker, 8 of Sparrow, 8 of Yamato, which is quite good, only 6 of Hiyori, which again is a little bit suspect, because I would say that Hiyori is probably the most sought after one of these cards, because Hiyori is required, it's very, very good in a lot of different decks. And then of course we have 8 of the 4 cost Sanjis as well. So we're going to keep that in mind. That is only 6 Gecko Moiras, only 6 of Hioris. Of course, this does not include the all arts. This is just the base rarities. But this is what you can roughly expect from a case. We're going to move on to the next colour, which I think is going to be blue next. And there we have the blue cards. So you can see that we got 8 of the 10 cost Kaido, 8 of the 9 cost Dracul Mihawk, 8 of the 4 cost Blocker Boa Hancock, but only 6 of the Ulti. And again, I would say that the Ulti is probably the thing that most people are interested in, because there's a lot of multicolored decks that you want to go playing Ulti in. Boa Hancock, Mihawk, and Kaido are less used than what Ulti is. So I'm beginning to notice a bit of a pattern here. We only saw 6 Gecko Moira, we only saw 6 Hiyori, and we're only seeing 6 of Ulti. So I think this is becoming a little bit more than speculation at this stage. I mean, it's not guaranteed, your case might be different from mine, but these are the numbers that I have in my case, and that is a pretty good number to go by. Next up, we're going to take a look at purple. Interestingly, it seems that the theory has begun to fall apart a little bit here. Now, Vinsmoke Reiju, I would say, is very kind of sought after, is really good in most purple decks. We only got 6 of that. We only got 6 of the Blocker Eustace Kid that gives you back a Dawn whenever you minus a Dawn, so that's also very sought after. The Kaido arguably is sought after. It still sees a lot of play in a lot of purple decks. It's still very good for getting off that final attack and also just in general dealing a lot of damage to the opponent. Being so massive, having rush and also KOing something. But the 6 Trafalgar Law, that confuses me because that is not seeing an awful lot of play. I thought there was going to be guaranteed 8 of that one because I don't think it's particularly that amazing. But interesting that every single purple card we only got 6 of, whereas with black, yellow and blue we got 8 of everything with the exception of the best card, which we only got 6 of. So, interesting to say the least. Next we're going to take a look at green. And here is what we have for green. We have 8 of Trafalgar Law, 8 of Doflamingo, 8 of the Eustace Kid, and only 6 of Hoary Jones. Now, one of the things that I'm also beginning to notice a trend here with is Hiyori's fairly recent, Gecko Moira is fairly recent, and Hoary Jones is fairly recent, whereas the ones that we've got 8 of tend to be the older cards. So maybe they're giving favoritism to the older cards, maybe make it easier for people to get hold of the cards from near the beginning of the game that maybe people that are just starting don't have. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're doing a little bit of reverse recency bias where they're giving you less of the modern cards and more of the older cards. I don't know exactly what's going on there, but I mean, again, this is just what I've pulled from my case. You might open your case and you might get 8 Hoary Jones and only 6 Doflamingo. It doesn't guarantee that this is the actual numbers you get per case, but it's very interesting to take a look at my case and see what we're getting. Next up, we're going to look at the red cards, which will be the last ones that we look at in this case. And here we are. This is the last of the case. So we only got 6 of this Sabo, which, well, thank goodness for that, because unfortunately it's not a very good card. We only got 6 of Koala, which is a little bit less fortunate because it's very, very good. It's very much needed and played in both Red Black Sabo, Fully Red Dragon, and of course Red Yellow Bella Betty. So because it's Revolutionary Army and it's a 2k counter, that is the reason why you want to play it. We got 8 of the 2-cost Luffy, which is very good in Dragon because it allows you to give your rested Dons to him, and then you can use Dragon's Effect to move those 2 Don from Luffy to something else. And we got 8 of the 9-cost Whitebeard, which is a decent little card that can be used in the likes of... Well, I mean, Whitebeard is obviously his primary reuse. Marco Phoenix. There's a couple of other ones that have used the Whitebeard in the past. It's also used in Red Purple Luffy, the one that has 6,000 power and only starts with 3 life from the 3 captains deck. And I'm sure that it's got a couple of other uses that I can't think of off the top of my head. And there we go, folks. We have looked at all of the SRs. We've looked at all of the secret rares, all of the full arts, all of the alternate arts, and all of the special Dawn, and of course, you get your 12 Sanji leader, which is also red, so I guess he can sit there in the corner as well. And there we go, unfortunately, no Manga Rare Nami, no Manga Rare God Pack that has 10 of the manga rares in it. People are even speculating whether that's actually real or not. There is certainly plenty of photographs on it, of it online, but I have not seen anyone actually pull one. I think there might be a little bit of trickery going on there. Maybe it is a legitimate thing, but I did not pull one. We didn't get the All Art Sanji, we didn't get the Treasure Rare, and we didn't get any All Arts of any secret rares either. So, what do you think? Bad case? Do you think this was a regular case? Do you think this was fine? The numbers are interesting. We only ever got 8 or 6 of an SR, but there was never a point where we got 7 of one or we got 9 of another. So it does seem like the numbers are kind of locked down. You can see that this is a sealed case, that it wasn't a case of, a box had been swapped over with another box or anything like that. I don't think that was the case for what was going on here. Of course, I do get my cases from an actual distributor, so there isn't much chance for any kind of funny business to go on there. So, interesting. It is an interesting case. It's an interesting set, to say the least. I think it's really good for new players that maybe don't have access to the older stuff. I think it's really good for the market because some of these older cards that were quite expensive have now came down a little bit in price because of these reprints. And I think that's only good for the players. I don't think that the cards should be immensely expensive. I don't really think that the secondary hand market needs to have people that can make large amounts of profit off of the sales of singular cards. I think it's better to get these cards into the hands of the players and to have alternate art cards that are more valuable for the players that want to spend a little bit more. That is my opinion. I think everyone should be able to get hold of the cards that they want in order to play the decks that they want to play. That is just one big old Grand Cat's opinion. You can disagree with me if you want, you can agree with me, and I would appreciate it, but that is just the opinion of one big old Grand Cat on the internet. And with that said, folks, I think that is going to be it for this little video. Am I going to open any more of the best set? I don't think so. I think I've got everything that I require from here. Of course, I have been playing One Piece since the very beginning. I've been opening a case of each set as it came out. So a lot of these reprints, they are very nice, because especially things like Hiyori and Gecko Moira that are used in multiple decks, even the blocker Eustace Kid and Hori Jones, those are used in multiple different decks, so it is very cool to get those. It's very nice to get additional blocker queens, the 5-cost queens. It's very nice to get the additional 3-cost Charlotte Brules that were only available in the Big Mom trial deck as well. So it's nice to get a lot of those reprints where you can get a lot of them that can just go into a whole bunch of different decks. And only having one new card, Sanji, was a little bit interesting. I'm not sure what I'd have liked to see changed. I I think I did get a little bit unlucky with this box. I would have liked to see some nice all art secret rares. I would have liked to see, well, I would always like to see a manga rare. Still haven't pulled one after all this time. It is getting quite ridiculous. And yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that it gives you potentially the chance of getting the God Pack. I don't know whether that is the case or not. And if that is the case and it brings down the price of those manga rares, I think that is only for the best to allow the players to get those in their hands rather than them being so obscurely rare that they are unreasonably out of a price range, unless people are absolutely insane and want to go ahead and get their their 4 playset of like the manga rare Gear 5 Luffy or such. But of course, it does make them more exclusive, so to each their own. If everyone had a manga rare, they wouldn't be special, I suppose. But that's going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope that you all enjoyed this case opening. I do a case opening every single set, so if this is the kind of thing that you like to see and you like to see the breakdown of what is in each set, do give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these little videos go out. And if you just enjoy seeing One Piece or just One Piece unboxings, there are playlists for all of those. There's a playlist for unboxings, there's a playlist for One Piece TCG, there is a playlist of One Piece WCF figures if you are interested in those, and plenty more to see on my channel. If you want to see my playlists, just check out the little Grand Cat name. Click on my little Grand Cat name there. You'll see the playlist there, and then there'll be a drop-down menu. It'll give you all of the different things that you want to see. I do a lot on the channel. Maybe not all of it's for you, but if you keep subscribed, you will get to see when these go up, when a new case does come out. Like the next one's going to be set 9, and of course set 10, and then followed by that is going to be set 11, of which there will all be case openings for each of those as well. And that's going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.